Alright, we are back with some historic pauper play. Didn't start off with the deck tech, I'll do it at the finish, but I'm just going to play a couple quick games, and I accidentally loaded my standard pauper Rakdos deck that I've been ladder climbing with. Kind of stalled out in platinum, but I think I could at least climb to diamond with it. But anyway, since we're in historic pauper weekend, I want to play it anyway, even though it's not technically historic pauper, it's a standard pauper deck. But most of it carries over. There's only a few changes I'd probably make anyway. Add a couple extra pingers, freshen up what spells you're using. But I think it's pretty solid for what I have. This is an okay opening. I'd like to have a little bit more action, but I think this will be fine for now. And let's see how we do. I mean, it's got Deadly Dispute and Synthesizer, which are two amazing cards right now in standard pauper. So, alright. Whoa, yeah, we got Fire Breather, and that's what the deck's all about. So I think in the historic version, we add in a couple Firebrand Archers to get me, some extra pings, maybe Ichor Willspring, some other sacrifice outlet might be good. But for now, this is all fine. It's good enough. And we're just playing the historic pauper Midweek Magic event, so there's going to be people in here that don't have those refined decks. I think I got a connectivity issue. Oh, okay, maybe not. So I wonder, I can't tell, I don't have my glasses on. One. Cool. Clear that out. No attacks. Got our longboat to go off with next turn, which is nice. Deadly Dispute a few things. Is this going to be like a merfolk deck? No, I never see the one through merfolk, so maybe they're just going straight to merfolk. Oh, okay, fire. That's not a problem. We can get rid of that pretty easily. Cool. So let's pop this out. For one. We'll play out the extra land. We'll for one. And get rid of this dude. For one. Go. No attacks. Turn. Alright, so we're looking good. We're down quite a few cards, but we're going to fill back up with Deadly Dispute. Unless they're playing some sort of discard. I mean, I might have overplayed myself right here. That's entirely possible. It's kind of hard to know what to expect from people in Midweek Magic, because the metagame is pretty wide open. There is no real defined metagame. This is not an uncommon card to see. It's a flyer, dodge your card. Okay. Cool. Alright. So I think what we're gonna do here, play this one out. We're gonna crew this bad boy with this dude. We're gonna make them trade a 2-for-1 if they really want to take this. think, I think what we do here, catch this there, next, back. Let's see how they block. No. Why don't we get into their hand? Take a look and see what they got. -1 on summon. Reverse favor. Cool. Yeah. And turn. Yeah, we're looking good. If they want to try and put the reverse favor on, we can just compound fracture. Just 2 for 1 of them, sure. Go ahead. Fracture doesn't bother me at all. Okay. Another 2/2. Not really worried about it. Let's deadly dispute. Get rid of one of those. Let's see if we can get enough to whittle them down for lethal. If we get them down to 3, we'll just pop it and win, but you don't have anything with flash. Let's see what you have. Okay. Let's through. Okay. I think we pitch one of these. Oh yeah. This one. Put that there. This is a vampire. Yep. And we go next. Cancel. Next. Go 10. See how they block. Okay. Yeah. That's what we're doing. Okay. That's pretty gutsy. Okay, I'm all spun out. You can do whatever you need to do here. You got your 2 flyers. One unknown card. I don't know, buddy. I don't think you got this. You don't want to go up to 5, but Okay, so 3-3 now. Cool. Let's do that. Alright, see what you got. I mean, it better be something amazing. 5 mana, I don't think that's gonna help you. Doesn't have flash. I don't know what your unrevealed card is. Cool. Yeah, that's definitely not the high-powered game deck we usually see in Historic Pauper, but I mean, they gave it their best shot. I just don't think they had the gusto. But I think, again, when we get higher quality cards, I probably run into a bit more problems. But yeah, let's do a quick deck tech, and then I gotta run the garbage in. Maybe if I get enough time, I'll revamp this to actually make it Historic Pauper, like how I want to play it in Historic Pauper. But for now, it's not too important. But let's take a look at it just so you can see for deck tech and kind of what you're doing. So this is in standard Pauper, but if I was, gosh, I gotta get this out of the way. If I was running it in Historic Pauper, I would just basically, make room for some Firebrand Archers to help out. Let me move some of these cards over so you can see what they look like here. So basically, we've got 2 main deck duress. It's really important when I'm doing normal ladder climbing just to get rid of removal spells, deal with planeswalkers. You've got a huge chunk of cards that you're facing that you won't normally see in Historic Pauper or standard, or in standard Pauper, but they are kind of compromised. But I do think they have a pretty good role. I mean, you want to get in and see if you're playing into removal. They're going to get some pings with Kessigs and Firebrand Archers, so they're really good. Gift of Fangs, nice little synergy play. It works as removal, get you some pings with Kessig, and you can throw it on your Epicure and turn it into a 3/3, double up, you get a 5/5, Ancestral Angers, and you can get them a little bit bigger. That's always nice. Reckoner's Raid, again, not a spell, so it comes in, it pings with Kessig, and then it's going to do an additional 2 damage. And then it has a really nice synergy with the last edition was Funeral Longboat. Since I have so many 1-power creatures, the Longboat was a late edition, which I really like. It gets Menace from the Reckoner's raids, and so there's some really cool synergy there. It pings them off of Kessig when it comes in, costs 2 or less, so everything's 2 or less in the deck. Ancestral Anger is pretty self-explanatory. Filters gives you a little bit more pump. Synthesizer, again, card draw, everything's cheap. Voltage Surge, good removal. I don't know if it's better than Frostbite. I like the extra life gain. Because I've got so many artifacts, blood tokens, treasure tokens going around, it seems to be a little bit more reasonable to get to that 4 toughness mark, and that is a little bit more relevant in normal standard. I don't know if it's that relevant in Historic Pauper, though. You could probably go with the snow package and run Frostbite and still be fine. Deadly Dispute, obvious choice there. Again, good card draw. A few Shambling Gas to go with it to help you out. And then obviously the Fire Breathers or Flame Breathers. Obviously Reckless Impulse, again, another good dig spell. Feed the Swarm is in there, to get rid of the big threats. You can handle a bit of life loss. A lot of the big creatures that get going, they end up being small mana costs that have stuff added to them, and or you can handle sometimes a 4 or 5 point life swing, since you are gaining a little bit of life with this particular build. But again, it's really more so a concession for standard play in climbing the ladder, because you're going to deal with big creatures that come out early, are cheap to play, and you just need a way to get rid of them because they go beyond that 4 toughness threshold, or you get some like kind of wonky enchantments. Shrine decks are really popular, so you end up facing those and you need a way to get rid of them and get rid of some of those enchantments. There's a rampant enchantment deck, green-white enchantment deck, just running around standard play, and it's very explosive. It goes off and you need to have something to deal with it. So those are just some main deck concessions for best of one. But again, there's a little few flex spots in there, but just the overall deck is to have good good cards that draw and cycle through, ping for damage along the way. You don't really need to do much attacking. Get in where you can, send the longboat through. It's a nice little attacker and defender. That's about it. So we'll see if we can come back with a few more later with this or maybe another deck, but hope you like that one, and check out some more a little bit later.